Hello friends, welcome back in the channel of Clinical Care Insight. Today we are going to start learning about the immunity, or we can say the immune system. Okay, so this first we will go with the basics and then we will go depth and in understanding of the immunity. Okay, so here is today's lecture outline. First one is meaning of immunology. Another thing we will discuss in today's lecture is the branches of immunology. Then we will discuss about the immunity and so-called immune system. Then we will discuss about the type of immunities. Okay, no problem. Now, I hope you all are fine, well. Okay, the first things which we have to understand about the immunology. Okay, make the heading immunology. So immunology. Immunology is basically a branch of medicine, okay, in which we are studying about the immune system. Okay, immune system in context of how our immune system is involved in protecting us. First of all, how they are involved in the diseases, okay, and how we will use the immune system in diagnosis of a disease. Okay, so diagnostic evaluation. Another thing is to study about the entire aspect of immune system in a, you can say, a person, and then the role. Okay, what are the role of the immune system in the diseases, or you can say in the infection. So immunology is it's a branch of medicine. First of all, it's a branch of medicine. Okay, and it deals with study of immune system. As I said, not only it's study the immune system, it's study the role of immune system, role of immune system in diseases. Okay, also about the immune responses, remember, anything which is a foreign, okay, which is not our native thing, which is not you can say produced in our body, they are considered as a foreign particles. And whenever the foreign particles enter in our bodies show one kind of response, okay, toward that foreign particles, and that response is called as the immune response. Then also it study the, you can say, how immune system is you can say involved in fighting with the foreign particles. So immune system, you can say mechanisms. Okay, in the immunology we are also studying how we can use the, you can say, the immune system to diagnose about diseases. So diagnostic evaluation. Okay, so all these things are studied under the one branch of medicine called as the immunology. No problem. Now, just make one concept that what is mean by the immunity. Immunity is, you can say, a protective mechanism. Okay, it's a protective mechanism which is present in all the, you can say, the living cell. Okay, all the living, because the form of life, and in some they are in advanced, and in the lower creatures they are present in a, you can say, very rudimentary form. They are in a rudimentary form, they are not well formed, or we can say the well organized immune system. But as far as the human is concerned, in us the immune system is well organized. Now, one of the function of the immune system is it helps to distinguish, or you can say the differentiate between the self and non-self. Okay, it's the That's one thing you just keep in your mind, that the immune system, or if you can say the immunity meaning is it differentiate between the self and non-self. Got the point? Self and non-self means immune system knows which is, you can say, host on products, or you can say host on cell, and which is the not a host on cell. Okay, this is not a host on cell. So one of the function of this, you can say, the immunity is this news between the self and the non-self. Now come to the immunology. It's a broad branch, okay, and there are subfields in the immunology. So now we are going to discuss about those all subfields of the immunology. So now we are discussing the immunology branches. Now, the immunology branches, there are various branches of the immunology, and also remember, this immunology are also, you can say, studied. The immune system is also studied in the case of, particularly in the case of virology, bacteriology, okay, and parasitology. In all these branches, these immune system are widely studied, widely, you can say, the use, their mechanism, their process, their mechanism, you can say, the phenomena, all are used in the field of virology. Okay, in the field of virology, and also in context of the cancer, the branch is called as the oncology. So in the oncology also, there are, you can say, role of the immune cells. So there is a one separate branch, fine, that is called as the immuno-oncology. So the first branch of immunology is clinical immunology. The first branch is called as clinical immunology. Now, in the clinical immunology, what things are studied? In this separate branch of immunology, or you can say the separate field of subfield of immunology, we are studying about how pathogens interact. Okay, how pathogens interact with the host, fine, and how, you can say, disease are produced, and in response of coming pathogen in us, how our body is reacting, specifically how our immune system is reacting. There are various systems in humans, okay, and in other animals, other creatures also, but one of the for making all those systems, you can say, functioning in a smooth way, there is a role behind. The role is the role of the immune system. Got the points? So immune system, the one who protect all, or you can say the entire rest of the systems in our body. So in the clinical immunology, we are specifically studying how you can say a disease is occurring, and what's their pathophysiology. Also we have studied about the, you can say, the various reactions, immunological reactions, called as antigen antibody reaction, and one of the example, probably you know about it, called as the ELISA test. Enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. Okay, enzyme linked immunosorbent assay. This is a one kind of test where the antigen and antibody are, you can say, utilized or used. The another branch where the cancers are studies in reference of the immune cells, and that is called as the immuno-oncology. Write it down, that is called as the immuno-oncology. So another branch is the immuno-oncology. Okay, here what things we are studying? We are studying specifically the role of immune cells Role of immune cells in the cancer. Okay, study of cancer is called as the oncology. Now we have the another branch called as the diagnostic immunology. Diagnostic immunology. Here there are different type of tests. Okay, there are different types of the test which is, you can say, used in this separate subfield, or we can say which is dealt under this separate subfield called as the diagnostic immunology. Understood? No problem. Now then we have the another branch called as the immunopathology. Sometimes these branches, they are used interchangeably, but they are separate. Okay, they are separate. Another one is the immunopathology. Immunopathology. Here in this subfield of immunology, we are studying about the immune system pathology. Means how once the pathogens enters, then how it disturbs the immune system. Okay, and what are the responses immune system shows. This is dealt under the immunopathology. Okay, this is dealt under the immunopathology. Then we have the immunochemistry. Then we have the immunochemistry. In this subfield of immunology, we are specifically studying about the chemistry of immune cells. Means you probably you seen that, or you heard about it, that there are different types of, you can say, antibodies is produced. Okay, in our body, and all these antibodies have, you can say, a characteristics, a chemical configuration. Okay, they are bounded by the various chemical bonds. Okay, and basically those all, and there are cytokinins. Okay, apart from that there are antigens. Okay, these all have the chemical basis. So all their chemistry is dealt under the one separate subfield of immunology called as the immunochemistry. Okay, immunochemistry. Then we have another branch called as the immunogenomics. Okay, here I am writing immunogenomics. Now you know that virtually all cells have the, you can say, the genomic sequence. All possesses the DNA. Okay, and all have the genomic sequence. Fine. So, and there's a, you can say, there's happening, not a possibility, there's a happening that you can modulate the immune system. Okay, you can either, you can say, down regulation of the immune system or up regulation of immune system. Okay, by you can say stimulating their gene. Okay, by studying their genomics, you can attack the diseases. Okay, in a molecular level. So all those phenomena are dealt in the immunogenomics, and it's a new emerging branch of immunology. Fine. Apart from these branches, we have the immunotoxicology, psychoneuroimmunology. Now in the psychoneuroimmunology, probably you heard about the diseases called as the schizophrenia. Okay, and there are other diseases like Parkinson's diseases, Alzheimer's. In all these things, there is a changes in the chemistry of the immune cell. Okay, there are changes in the chemistry of immune cells, and these all are studied in the separate branch of immunology called as the psychoneuroimmunology. Write it down, called as the psychoneuroimmunology. You can break these words. Psycho words used in the context of psychology, neuro words used in context of the neurology, and immunology you are studying here. So basically we are studying what's the role of immune system in the psychological disorders. Fine, no problem. Now another branch, we have the reproductive immunology and nutritional immunology. Write it down. Reproductive immunology, Okay, and then we have the nutritional immunology. Nutritional immunology. Now, the reproductive immunology is concerned with the study of the immune system, okay, in reference of the reproductive system. Fine, there are diseases, okay, there are diseases where the reproductive immune system is altered, okay, reproductive immune system is altered, and that all diseases are studied under the separate field of immunology called as the reproductive immunology. And then we have the nutritional immunology. Now, nutrition is directly proportional to the, you can say, functioning of immune system. If a person is nutritionally, you can say, deficient, they don't have the proper nutrition, okay, their immune system is compromised, and we refer as an immunocompromised person. Fine. And there are diseases, okay, malnutrition diseases, person is suffering from the immunological problem, they have the recurrent episode of the infections, the diseases, okay, no problem. So metabolism play a great role in maintaining of the immunity. Now let's recap once again and then we will move ahead. What we studied that the immunology is a branch of medicine which deals with studying the immune system as a whole. Okay, then there are subfields of immunology. Okay, there are subfields of immunology starting from the clinical immunology, fine, which deals with understanding or finding out about the role of, you can say, immune system in the diseases, okay, in infections. Now there is another branch called as the immuno-oncology, which deals with studying of the role of immune system in cancer. Now another branch we have is the diagnostic immunology. In the diagnostic immunology, basically we are utilizing the immune cells to find out the diseases. We are utilizing the principles, or you can say the mechanism of immunity, and to address and also the diagnose about the diseases. Okay, then we have another branch called as the immunopathology. In the immunopathology, we are basically studying the abnormality of immune system. Okay, if the immune system is not working properly, okay, or either you can say the immune systems are not formed, okay, there is a congenital problems in the immune system formation. Okay, so all these things are studied under the one subfield of immunology called as the immunopathology. Then we have another branch called as the immunochemistry. In the immunochemistry, we are basically studying about the chemical nature, or you can say the chemical behavior of immune cell. Okay, another branch we have is a psychoimmunology, psychoneuroimmunology, where here we are basically studying about the role of immunology in the you can say the psychotic disorders. Okay, like example, schizophrenia, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, okay, autism, all these diseases, there is involvement of the immune system, not involvement, there is active involvement of the immune system and immune cells. So all these things we are studying under the psychoneuroimmunology. Then we have another branch called as the reproductive immunology and nutritional immunology. Remember, nutritional is directly proportional to the functioning of immune system. Now once we studied about the branches of the immunology, let's move ahead and discuss about the immunity and immune system.